Greetings everyone, Rogue Contractor here, and I am a carbohydrate junkie. So I got an energy drink. Just wanted to talk about my addiction to carbohydrates, and it's getting out of hand. So today was a good day in the galley. Man, did I go in and I got them to give me 2 big pieces of chicken breast for my main course. So I had 2 very large pieces of chicken, baked chicken too. It was really good. I had a side of fish. I had a side of tuna meat, not tuna salad, just the tuna meat, and an additional portion of chicken salad, low-fat salad. So it had low-fat, low-cholesterol salad dressing in it, but it was chicken salad. And I also had 3 boiled eggs. And I'm walking back and I'm like, man, I didn't put any carbohydrates on my tray. You know, I got all this meat and I'm like proud of myself. I finally got like a full tray, nothing but proteins. I've noticed that I've lost a little bit more weight. Unfortunately, I think it's because of the fact that I've cut out so many vegetables in my meals. So I went back, I got some lettuce leaf, big lettuce leaf, and I wrap up my chicken salad and my tuna inside of that. I found that that's actually pretty good. And it's better than having a sandwich and overloading on carbs, because you don't want to do that. So as I'm walking back, I kind of begin to panic a little bit because I have no carbs, no rice. I didn't put anything, no bread, nothing, just meat. And I said, here we go again, we'll do this again. Right at the very end of the line, at the very end of the salad line, because as you got your main courses and then you go into your side dishes and your extras, and then there's a salad line. There was macaroni pasta down there, macaroni salad. And I was like, oh, good, pasta. So I just got a little half scoop of it, put it next to the fish, and went to the table kind of happy, but still like, I don't know if I got enough. And then I saw this, and like I said, I've been preaching BCAAs. Not that I'm saying that everything that they say is good, because there's a lot of people out there that talk about BCAAs. They're block chain amino acids that they're supposed to be really good for you, especially in muscle building and muscle recovery, but jury's still out on that, and there's a lot of research that says no, they're not as good as what everybody thought. It is block chain amino acids. It provides you with 3 of the most important block chain aminos that you need, which are lipids. I can't even remember. You get lysine, I'm gonna need a camera to see these. They're small letters. Well, just know that there's 3 of them. There are 3 aminos that you get from your BCAAs. And lysine, isoleucine, and visine. I'm pretty sure I said those wrong. But I saw it and I was like, oh, it's BCAA, you know, and it is BCAA plus energy. So very low on carbs, but it does have 15 calories, 1 gram of carbohydrates, so very low on carbs, very low on sugars, I believe it was none, and no fructose. They put no fructose, no corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, and no artificial colors or flavors. I was like, that's an energy drink, awesome. But the point of this video is to talk about my addiction to carbohydrates. And I am a carbohydrate junkie. I found that out on the first day of my carnivore diet that I'm going through. And by diet, I want to get this across. I'm not talking about a weight loss diet program. I'm just talking about one's own diet. How do you eat? What is your food? And how the way in which you eat those foods. That is my diet. So I've been hearing a lot about this carnivore diet, and it's supposed to be really good for you. I'm a meat eater. I love meat. Prefer that over vegetables, actually. So I thought, yeah, let me give it a try. And the very first day, I had a regular oatmeal in here, so I had plenty of carbs going out when I did my exercises, and I actually was feeling really good. Did a very good exercise, a very good run. Burn up all of those carbs. By the end of the workout, I was feeling a little sluggish, but you know, I had just worked out. I had to go 6 hours, so I still had probably 3 hours at least before lunch would roll around. And by the time lunch came around, I'm very hungry. Now I've depleted pretty much anything I put in my body because I've used it all during my workout and just walking around. And I really need to eat. So I go in there at lunch and I don't touch any breads, I don't touch any rice, no pastas, no nothing. It is strictly meat. And then I went through the rest of the day after that. Didn't get as much as I wanted to. And I knew that right when I sat down and ate. I knew that my plate wasn't as full as it normally is. So I was gonna be missing out on some calories. Didn't really give it much thought. I was like, okay, I should be okay though, you know. So I ate. By the time I got ready to go to dinner, I'm talking to my wife on the phone, and she begins to tell me, like, "Are you okay? You look like, you know, something's wrong. Are you drinking? You look like you actually been drinking." My eyes half open. They were glossed over from yawning so much, you know, and getting teary. And I said, "No, I'm fine. I just feel exhausted, you know." And I went and ate supper. Got a little boost from it, I guess, you know, but I came back here, still felt exhausted. The very next day, I could hardly get out of bed. So I had 0 calories from 5 in the morning, or 0 carbs from 5 in the morning all the way through the next day, through the evening, the next day, all night, until I ate my oatmeal again. At which point I began to feel better immediately. I went out and did my exercise. So I knew right away the difference was I did not have any carbohydrates. And that made me to believe that, hey, I'm having withdrawals. That's why I'm sluggish and I feel so bad. So I admit it, I am a carbohydrate junkie, and as bad as they say they are for you, like today I had, you know, a full plate, a full tray full of meats, and I was only able to really put some, like I said I would do, put some carbs on the side, and I did in pasta. You know, I wish I'd have gotten the rice, but that was further. I had to get back in line. I was already towards the end, so I was like, I'll just get this pasta. That'll be okay. And it was such a small portion of my entire meal that it really didn't make that much of a difference as far as, like, you know, the fact that it was a pasta salad, macaroni salad, you know, there was, you know, mayonnaise, pickles and stuff in there, so it wasn't the best health-wise choice, but it gave me the carbs I needed. But then I saw this as I'm walking out, and I'm leaving the, walking out, and I go over to the Next over here, which is a naval exchange, and inside I'm looking, BCAA, man. I was gonna get a tea, like a black tea they sell, and they're natural teas. They're really good, very, very, very low calories. They're naturally sweetened, so they just taste good, and they're good for you, and they clean your system out. But then I saw this. Now let me give it a try. Now this is lemon and grapefruit, and it smells bad and it tastes bad. It smells like dirty laundry a little bit. It's the grapefruit, and you can smell it. It's the grapefruit, but it doesn't really taste good. It has almost like a really bland, sugary taste. Like they tried to give it some flavor, some sugar flavor, some sweetness to it, and they failed at it. So I wouldn't suggest this. This is Celsius BCAA energy drink. Unless you just want something that's very low in calories, no sugars, and no artificial shit to put in your system, because you don't want none of that. I don't know if it'll give you an energy boost. I kind of question whether Red Bull does either. And I used to be a big believer in energy drinks, and I used to drink those all the time. I had to get away from them. Those you can get addicted to. And I think I'm about as addicted to carbohydrates as I am those energy drinks, you know, or I used to be. I haven't had an energy drink in a very long time. I rarely get those nowadays, just like sodas. I just don't touch sodas. I don't touch energy drinks. It's like I consciously did give them up, but it was easy because I was kind of focused on my health, and I don't crave that kind of stuff. Once I decide I'm not going to do it anymore, that's it. Sweets, you know, I've always loved sweets. I love cake, you know, I love ice cream, but only thing I can say on that is we don't have a lot of options here. So if I'm not seeing it all the time, I guess I'm just not thinking about it. And if, you know, maybe that's what works. Maybe if I was at home, it'd be different. But I do know that since I'm not seeing it and I'm not craving it, then I would probably keep it out of the house, you know, when I am home. Just take the desserts, keep the cake out. But the thing is, when I do go home, you know, I want to be happy, and I want my family to be happy, and we always end up going down. There's this really good bakery down there. It's a gourmet bakery. They make the most delicious macaroons. The whole thing is decked out like a cow. I think it's called Cow Milk is the name of the bakery. It's super nice. They got wonderful cakes.
and pies, and my wife is a big cheesecake fanatic. I love cheesecake. You can go down to Red Ribbon and you can get like the all flavor. They do around the world sort of. It's just like a slice of every kind of cheesecake that's out there, and it's a big cheesecake. It's huge. So we do that too. So, you know, my bad. Now on this next vacation, me and my wife have discussed this a lot, and she's really excited to do some of the stuff that I've been doing because she sees the results too on me. So she goes, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want you to do. I want you to show me what you're doing. I've told her, but she won't be motivated enough on her own, I don't think. So we're going to do a healthy vacation where we wake up in the mornings, we do our night's breakfast, we do our exercise. That'll be our routine. And then we're going to measure her weight reduction for the entire time that I'll be home. And I'll be home for 30 days. And that's coming up very soon. I went a very long period between vacations on this round, obviously because of coronavirus. But I'm really excited for her to do this, to try this out, to try out this diet and this way of eating. Putting yourself in a calorie deficit, spacing your meals out 6 hours in between, and doing plenty of activity. Now, our daughter, she's a little roly-poly. You know, she gets chubby fast. She can, but she loses weight super fast. Every single time I'm home, she will drop weight because she's more focused on, you know, dad's home, we can go out, we can play, we can run around, you know, that's what we do, and we're always finding something active and fun to do. You know, that's what I do for my kids because I want to have fun with them while I'm there. And by the time I leave, every year for the past several years, I've told my wife, I'm like, look at Megan, she is just like, she slims out so much when I'm here. You know, you need to get her out more. Of course, then, you know, she's still young, she's still a very little girl. She just turned 6, and of course, she spent her basically this entire birthday and most of her 5-year-old that when she was 5 locked up because of coronavirus. You know, so, and they're in the Philippines, so it's actually been a little bit tougher on them there. And even when they did allow the lifting of some of the regulations, the kids were still not going outside, and they're still not even going to school there. So they're doing school. Some are doing partial where they go. They also do a lot of online class. And for her and her age group, it's entirely online. So they got to get their exercise outside. And the swimming pool still is off limits to the kids because we live in a condominium that we have there. And they have a playground, and she can go down there, but it can only be like one family at a time, so not multiple kids. So it's hard to get them out enough. And I feel bad for all the other kids. They're all in the same boat, you know. Just that's going to have an effect on the Philippines that they're going to regret, and unfortunately, you know. But you know, for my kids, they are getting some activity. They do get downstairs as much as they can, and they get plenty of exercise, and they get plenty of exercise in the house. When they're running around and they need to spend that energy, especially late at night, I tell my wife too, and she does. She's a very big advocate of it. Just let them run, let them play, let them bounce up and down on the furniture, let them get in front of the TV, turn on videos on YouTube. They love to dance to that. They love Marshmello. He's a DJ, a popular DJ. Everybody's familiar with his music, and they dance around to him. Just expel that energy. That's all they got to do is they got to use up some energy. You know, my son not gaining any weight. He's probably going to be tall and thin like his daddy. So anyway, yeah, going to try to kick the old carbohydrate. So apparently, if you eat plenty of meats and you do get just a meat diet, you can get all the carbs that you need from those meats. But on day 1, I did not see that, and it had such a profound effect on me. I just don't know where I could continue like that. And I wasn't going to go into like a year, or not a year, but like say a week, and then pass that into my second week, you know. And if I was to get a small amount of carbs, I'd probably just burn them up right then, you know. Am I going to be sluggish? For how long am I going to be sluggish before I finally start, you know, getting whatever it is that will give me the energy I need to get through the day, you know? And I didn't want to wait for that. So I was like, yeah, I can still eat the meat, I can still do it. And they even talked about that, how a lot of people can do a carnivore diet, but it'll be a carnivore-ish diet. It's mostly meat. They're focused on meat. You're focused on meat on your main dish and your side dishes, but you also have obviously some sides. You know, some people need that fiber too that they get from vegetables, you know, and they need, like I said, the rice or the bread because they need those carbohydrates. I'm one of those people, I need those carbohydrates, you know. I'm a carbohydrate junkie, so I believe in them, and I'm not gonna even try at this point. That was scary, so I'm not even gonna try to quit. I love them. So This right here, you can tell this is a very watered down energy drink. Doesn't have much to it, much kick. It really honestly tastes like a bland Kool-Aid, and I think that's about all it is. So I do still believe in BCAAs. The rest of it that they say you get from the amino acids that they provide, I haven't noticed any difference in my weight gain or in my muscle build or anything. I haven't noticed any positive effects whatsoever. I haven't noticed any negative, just nothing. But on the BCAAs that I get from the store, those are muscle recovery plus electrolytes. And I've been looking for a long time for something that could be like an electrolyte replacement for Gatorade, because Gatorade's got so many bad things in it that you don't want to put that in your body. So this was a great alternative. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 calories, and also, like I said, no fructose, none of the artificial stuff, so which is bad for you. It's super bad for you. This is all natural, doesn't taste great, but energy wise I doubt it, but the electrolytes I get out of the other one, good. This ain't gonna harm me, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off. I paid for it. So everybody have a good day, stay healthy, stay fit, and stay positive.